Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Knocks it out wide. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves the chance. Goal! Manchester United! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Carvajal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Schneider, played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's played into the area. Van der Ven. Van der Ven goes on a charge down the left. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Kashoua Reysol clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Picked out brilliantly.
Kupchu.
Mikel Oyarzabal is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's on it, can he get away? Kilitsoi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kilitsoi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. Kashoua Reysol have their second corner now. They've played it short. Xabi Alonso delivers. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, smashing header! And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter.
There's the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and
Big chance! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
and his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Kashiwa Reysol get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Quality ball. Schneider running with the ball. Manchester United suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
Kashiwa Reysol appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposite.
Here's a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Kilitshoy. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's gone forward. Caceres. And here's Lewandowski. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Oyarzabal. Looking for the run.
Kashiwa Reysol really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's come to nothing. So that's it. It is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Back into the middle. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Dembele. Cafu. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Xavi Alonso. Zanetti. Back in possession and ready to go again. Dembele. And it's Sneijder. Adriano! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Zanetti.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's picked out the run. Big chance! Adriano! That is wonderful! A finish of true class! And it's Borussia Dortmund to take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Borussia Dortmund have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He won't be happy with that one. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Good read, needed to be. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are back underway.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nicely intercepted. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Caceres. Vieira. For Xavi Alonso.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Shoots! Hits it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that is out of play. Sneijder. Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Fiore. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Xavi Alonso. Schneider. And it's Schneider. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Caceres. Lewandowski. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Bale is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Gattuso. And it's Dembele. Bale.
That was lovely, that.
It is a corner. Terrific header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's going for goal!
Manchester United really have been second best here. Second to every ball. And
it's Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! He's got himself an absolute peach. Any thoughts on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And there was his third, and he's had a shot! Adriano, what a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Substitutions taking place.
Vieira. Gattuso gets over and intercepts. And this is Lewandowski. And that's it. Manchester United suffer a humiliating defeat. And if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing the...
Rashford! Searching pass he's played there.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Lewandowski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Kvaratskhelia gets into a good position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Can he get on the end of this? And they're back on the ball again. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Lewandowski. Deep through. Fiore. He's onside. Oh, super ball. Oh, delightful ball. Tries a shot. Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 25 minutes,
Barcelona have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers. Little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Schneider. And it's Rashford. Looking for options for movement. Shot could be on. Oh, it's a shooting chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Khan did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieira. Lovely passing, lovely. He rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. And he was quick to react. Caceres. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's there to belt it away. Marquinhos plays it all the way forward. And it's Xabi Alonso. Some really good ball movement.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Lewandowski.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he finish? He hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Carvajal promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Lewandowski. He's beaten the last man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And that will be the final act. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply, they were beaten. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Khan writing himself into team folklore. It's career game number 500 for him today, Jim.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter. And I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Yamal, Manchester United finding their passes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Carvajal is in a really good position. Can he finish? Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's aimed into the middle.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. That'll be a corner. Alexander-Arnold standing over it. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nakata. Now it's Lewandowski, looking for options for movement. And it's been played through. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. "15 minutes till half time. Schneider. Yamal. Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Alexander-Arnold. Now that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. He's onside! Now who's going to be first to this? That is a crunching tackle. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Xavi Alonso. And this is Messi. Schneider. Rashford. Lewandowski. And it's Nakata. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, a clinch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither managed.
Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Now the cross, big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Messi. And this is Nakata. And that's a dangerous shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Stood up well to him there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Schneider. Played out wide. Out for a throw. Schneider. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well, perfectly measured that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now then, the ball is judged that the offence took place outside the area. Alexander-Arnold, ready to try one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
He's having a go. Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now it's Lewandowski. Played back in. Vieira.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look. Oh, they could be caught out of here. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Big chance! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
No, again, there's no way through. Messi tries a shot! And that is wildly off target. Pinches it off him. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Schneider. Saliba. And he's being shifted off it. Time added on 4 minutes. Yamal. That's at the end. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy's son really is a manager's dream. A second striker, poacher and a winger, all in one. Oh, don't forget, great off both feet. You just don't get that sort of tactical versatility in players playing up front. Such a rare talent.
Not to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Messi goes steaming forward. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to play it through. Good ball, good take. Can he get on the end of this? Schneider could try cutting inside here. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Carvajal really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Maradona. Stood up well to him there. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Can he get onto this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vieira, he's through here. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition, now forced to come out.
Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Gattuso. Now it's Mbappe, and he was quick to react. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Maradona. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Son Heung-min! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Manchester United leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Goes for a shot! That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Neymar.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that's fabulous. Schneider with the cross. Schneider. Carvajal. He has found a way through. Delivers the ball. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Rijkaard. Neymar. Rijkaard. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's found a way. It's Son Heung-min! Carvajal with the clearance. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. He welcomes it in. Lewandowski! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he shoots! So close to drawing level.
Mbappe was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop! Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Great shot! And he hits the net. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
So all square and not for and it's been given away. And this is Nakata. Place it in. Messi! Oh, he's really drilled it. Maradona. 4 added minutes on the board. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Son Heung-min. Look, it takes a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. And time is up. Again, there is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. As you can see, we've already started here. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect number 10. Okay, people may say he lacks a little bit of stamina and defensive contribution, but for his attacking football and his ability to take in the landscape, there's no one better.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Yeah. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Schneider aimed beyond the defence. That's been cut out. Well played. Now it's Bale. Now it's Neymar. Passing nice and neat.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Neymar. Vieira. Caceres. Manchester United finding their passes. This is Vieri. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's fabulous. And the ball is out of play. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard. Goulet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's made its way to him. Shoots! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Goulet with the short one. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieri going about things with real menace. And it's Michel Platini. Neymar. And this is Vieri. Adams cuts out the pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ball driven towards the far post. Well, there's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half. So the first half brought no goals. Now that looks a decent ball. Platini is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can. And
takes a shot! He has done it! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Bale. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Al Nassr really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. Good take and shot a goal! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He does it all with an air of efficiency. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Vieri. Baron. And the finish! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He's in plenty of space here. Schneider. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Schneider.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Coming on the field.
And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot.
Number 11, Riker.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Minutes has been indicated.
And it's Vieira. Couldn't squeeze it through. That has been cut short. Goulet. And this is Bale. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's burst through. Quality ball. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they...